Gaming. Hey guys, what's up? Thanks for bearing with the technical setup here. It's my first time with the video setup and the PlayStation 4 remote play setup. Can everybody hear me all right? Is the audio level good in the chat? So this is Quantic Dream's previous title, 2010. It was originally for the PlayStation 3. And it's been remastered for the PS4 here. It's a 2016 re-release. And I have played through Heavy Rain once before. I played through Heavy Rain when I was first cast as Connor in Detroit Become Human, and I wanted to learn more about how Quantic Dream's games worked because I knew they were doing something that was completely different than a lot of other video games. So I've played through Heavy Rain, and I've played through Beyond Two Souls. I have not played Indigo Prophecy / Fahrenheit. And of course, there's a game that had even before that on Dreamcast, which is called Omnicron, which was David Cage's first game, but I have not played Omnicron either. So I have some help here. We have my ROG droid. ROG is in the chat, and also Notabot is going to be moderating for us today. If anybody's played Heavy Rain before, let's try to not release any spoilers so that everybody can have a good time playing through. And let's start a new story. Take my time, right on. Thanks, guys. Cool, so I'm going to do my best to keep up with this chat as we play through it. Sorry if I can't answer everybody's questions, but I'm going to do my best to follow along without ending the story really fast, because just like in Detroit Become Human, the characters in this game can die off, and if they die off, the game's going to keep playing. So we want to try to keep all of our characters in the game. Let's see, what else do we have? Rocky, throw up the first cue. I'm curious where everybody is streaming from. Where's everybody right now? Yeah, so like I said, this is not my first time playing through Heavy Rain, but I haven't played Heavy Rain in over 2 years, maybe almost 3 years, since I first started working on Detroit Become Human. Got some folks in Arizona. How you doing? Not too far away. The Netherlands in Europe. Right on. Canada, hello. Good to have you here. Thank you for the good luck. I appreciate it. Hungary, Europe. Ontario, Canada. Cool. So yeah, guys, for the next stream, I'm thinking about starting 2 hours earlier because I know it's really, really late right now. You guys in Europe are tuning in midnight, 1 o'clock. I think it's midnight in Paris, France. Hello, how you doing? A lot of people in France. Cool, you know Quantic Dream is based in Paris, so all these games are being made in France, which is where they have the performance capture studio and so on. Watching from Mexico City, I'm glad you could tune in Brazil. Cool, and I do believe that Detroit Become Human is going to be localized into a bunch of different languages, so we're not just going to, we'll be playing through here in English and with the English subtitles, but when you have the game for yourself, you can obviously localize the voices to a large extent. Hello from England, Scotland, right on. Cool, should we get into this, guys? Let's see what we can do here. Look at all that Heavy Rain. Saturday morning, 11:22. Seems peaceful enough. Alright, let's turn the, no, it's gonna be the lower one. Scroll down a little bit to the mic audio. Cool, so I've got this set up, guys, so you can see how the controls work a little bit. Obviously, a lot of you know how to do this already, but these QuickTime events, what we do is we can move through the animations by using the right joystick. course, if we do it slowly, we stand up slowly. And to walk around. How are we doing on audio? Are the levels okay, guys? I know we just got this set up here. It's not letting me walk. There we go. Cool, so we can interact with different pieces of the environment. So just like Detroit Become Human, there's going to be clues and pieces of our environment which we can interact with. Let's get a little fresh air in here. It's a little stuffy. Just standing shirtless on the balcony. Hope that nobody minds in the neighborhood. It's a nice house. You can look down over the edge. Got kids play for it out there. Why is there a strange rectangle on the face of the cam? I think that's an autofocus box, guys. I'm not entirely sure how to click that off. I'm trying to make a quick adjustment for that. I think I'm going to leave it, and if Rogdroid can figure it out, we'll figure it out from there. All right, let's put some clothes on this guy. All right, so we can listen to our character's thoughts by holding the L2. Okay. Let's go take a shower. Not a bad idea. What's this note?
Gone shopping. I'll pick the kids up from school at lunchtime, and then I'll come home to get things ready for Jason's birthday party. Don't work too hard. I love you.
Oh, thanks, Grace. I love you back, I suppose. Let's get out of here and go take a shower. Now, why they decided to start this game off with a shower, I'm not entirely sure. Perhaps it's to show off the... Use the left joystick to look at the shower. Got to show those water animations. Straight up naked.
So I'm putting this up there. Stingray X thinks when you are bored, you should talk to the box.
Yeah, it's like Aiden. If you guys have seen Beyond Two Souls, this is my spirit animal, my other consciousness here. We can shake the controller here. So not gonna get this because we're yeah, there we go. So we can dry off our hair. This is whack. I think as I'm hooked up to the PS4 remote. Quickly until it disappears. There we go. Gotta hold it a little more upright. We can dry off this way. So this is, of course, a tutorial, so they're showing us how we can use this controller in different ways. It's obviously going to make a big difference when we are doing the QuickTime events. But I'm a little worried that it's lagging.
Really wanted to make sure it was known as your spirit animal box.
My spirit animal box. I'm a little worried about this connectivity through the PS4 remote, though, because it's not really picking up my... Definitely shaking this remote. Alright, we have to shake real hard. Alright. Straight back into a different pair of boxers. So the hostage scene, which you guys have seen in Detroit Become Human, is the next evolution of the tutorial. Here we are shaking again. This is whack, dude. Oh, man. I think I'm going to need to get a wireless adapter for the PS4 remote. This can't be fun to watch somebody just. Hopefully I can finish brushing my teeth before anything too serious gets going. There we go. So the tutorial scene in Detroit Become Human is the rooftop hostage scene, which some of you guys may have played. There we go. Victory!
Honest Gamer Mike loves the awesome hairstyles.
What's that? Oh, yeah. Check out ourselves in the mirror. What's this thing? Let's shave our face. All right, so now we can using the same controls. Shave our face. Looking fresh. All right, let's go put some pants on. All right, cool. So we can toggle here and explore to different camera angles if we want to look around the environment. Check out this bird. Save the bird if you can. So we can look at my thoughts here. Let's put some clothes on.
Time to get dressed.
Time to get dressed. Back to the clothes. So they do all of this stuff in the same performance capture technology, but they've developed new engines. So every Quantic Dream game has been in a different game engine. They developed an entirely new game engine for Detroit Become Human. So this must be Grace here. It's our wedding photo. Gentle smile. Alrighty. So Rog, you'll keep me posted on the chat?
Yeah.
Cool.
Try to throw things out.
All right, let's go in here. Let's go to this room. Twin beds.
Are you on a particular difficulty?
This is the basic difficulty. I think there's two different difficulties for this, and because I'm going to be streaming and chatting through, oh god, we're going to try to learn how to juggle here in this tutorial. So there's these different commands that pull up. I thought about running the controls on here, but when you see the different, oops, gotta learn how to juggle. So we're gonna alternate between pressing these buttons as we do it. This icon is a press and hold, so I'm letting go of it too soon. And if any of you are wondering whether or not I was a pro gamer, well, that's the way it worked out. Let's try it one more time. I played a lot of video games when I was in high school, and I went off to college to become a serious actor. Didn't let myself play any video games, and all right, that's enough of that. Mission accomplished. So that's how you use those controls. There's other ones that are going to appear on the screen called QuickTime events, which we're going to follow the prompts for. Can we go downstairs? Let's get out of here. Some of them are you got to push it very quickly. Some of them you got to do a series of buttons. Should we go to the garden or should we go to work? What's up?
Camera P thinks this whole house looks like an IKEA showroom.
How you doing, Cameron P? I remember you from before, my dude. Yeah, this looks very much like an IKEA showroom. Look out the window. The kids are out in the garden. Let's go check it out. You don't need to cook anything. If you guys have any ideas, feel free to chat them into the chat. We'll follow along. Feeling all dejected. That must be the front door. Can we go back to the garden? You have to go up these steps here.
That's the wrong question.
Which do I prefer of Quantic Dreams games? I gotta stop trying to read the chat as I'm walking around. This guy's, yeah, this guy's just kind of sad in any case. Just walking around. I'm not gonna sit on the couch. Let's go out here.
So yeah, it's absent of color. It's asking which Quantic Dream game you prefer.
I think the Heavy Rain was the one that had the biggest impact on me the first time I played through it. But my favorite is obviously Detroit Become Human. All right, I guess we can't. Can we go out this way? All right, let's go outside. That box is still there, huh?
Talk to it.
Hey,
That's me. Right?
that's you. That's the ROG. This is our ROG droid. Sort of moping around my own backyard.
I've got another question from you. Maybe you can answer this. Maybe you cannot. The Ominous wants to know who your favorite voice actors in the video game industry are.
Ooh, favorite voice actors? I gotta say Nolan North and Troy Baker are tied, just in case they're watching the stream right now. Can we go down the side? Can I go down the slide? I don't know. Let's find out. Maybe this is for kids. It's not giving me an option to climb up in there. Yeah, what about you guys? Who's your favorite voice actors in games? What's this?
Got Billy Lush.
Billy
who's the
Lush?
Outsider in the first Dishonored game.
Oh, right on.
Got another Nolan North. Josh Keaton. Here, people got.
Oh, who's this? Must be Grace. Yes, Ashley's Horizon Zero Dawn. Hey, kids.
Mark Hamill's the Joker. I think
Yeah.
that's clearly a choice.
Alrighty. So there's a press and hold combo part of the tutorial showing me how to not drop the groceries.
Got one response I think you'll appreciate.
It's very kind of you. Should we talk to her about work?
Now the game ad goes a little quiet. Should we fire that up? Let's do that.
Oh, I've got a billion things to do. It'll never be ready before Jason's pals arrive.
Does that sound better, guys?
Can you please help me? There should be plates in the living room cupboard.
No problem, leave it to me.
Gotta have the snacks. That's how I help in the kitchen too. Is anybody that's have we thrown up the anybody else played Quantic Dream before?
I thought I asked you to take care of the plates.
I just teleported into this world. I don't know where we keep our plates.
Yeah, they haven't moved since last time I asked.
All right. Anybody got any clue where our cupboard is? Oh, over here. It's a European cupboard. Making an espresso. Grace is not going to like this.
Carver Hawk for president. I mean, I'm so annoying about my love of Heavy Rain. I'll be shocked if I don't get blocked after this.
Oh man.
lucky for us, Brian, we don't really know how to block people.
Yeah, we don't know how to block you, so if you're going to say any offensive things, do it right now before I learn how to handle this. All right, where are our plates? They got to be on the other side of the kitchen. Maybe that's how we... Here we go. We're looking around. Options are the plates.
The plates should be in the living room cupboard.
The living room cupboard? That's not where I would keep things, but... The dining room. Very European living room.
It's always sticking. Give it a
IKEA,
good tug.
right? IKEA showroom.
Yeah. Jam, get over there. Let's get these plates out.
That's the set my mother gave us.
Kind of thinking maybe Ethan might be an android, getting told what to do right here.
Ooh, this is good. Get him outside. Throw this out.
Nailed it. All 4 plates. See, the video's a little blown out, so we'll stop that real quick.
Throw the questions
There we go.
in a second.
All right, Grace, what else do I need to do? Let's have some thoughts. Let's go play with the
I think
kids.
we'll go outside and play with the
I
kids.
finished my work for the day.
So, Bolivian Lights wants to know what's the first game you ever played, if you remember.
Oh, I definitely remember. The first game I ever played was Crash Bandicoot. The original first Crash Bandicoot. I got a PlayStation for Christmas.
Hey, 5 minutes, boys, okay? After that, we've got to eat because your friends are going to be here soon.
Okay, we promise, Mom.
Actually, it might have been Star Wars Masters of Terracossi was the first thing.
Easy, fellas. You can both have a turn.
All right, so we can turn our heads. Which kid are we going to pick up first? I love this one more.
Okay, Sean, get ready. Here we go.
Oh, cool. So we're driving around by tilting the controller as we run.
Bolivian Lights liked Crash Bandicoot as well and thought Crash Team Racing was fun as well.
Oh yes, Crash Team Racing is great. I think, what's the Crash Nitro we have on the PS2? I've got my PlayStation 2 set up, which is very cool. Try to keep this chat up here. All right, other child, whatever your name might be, let's go.
All right, Jason.
Jason.
Do that helicopter.
Spoiler alert, we're gonna spin him around. If any of you watching have kids, don't do this with them because you can pop their arms out of their sockets, like happened to my little brother when he was young.
Come on, Dad. Show us how strong you are. Big muscles.
Yeah, that's Jason. Oh, we're gonna do both at the same time now. Oh, we gotta press X. So when it pulses like that, we gotta tap on X. Oh, feeling beastie. I love these kids, Rob. I love these kids like they're my own.
Okay. Well, fortunately, they're not real.
Oh, facing down with the kids.
Got a good question. Just give me a second.
All your cries.
Here comes some quick time events. I can feel it already.
Surrender, weakling. Say your prayer.
Cha! I feel like I gotta let this kid win.
Give up. I am victorious.
Got a question from Lightning Panda 98. What's your favorite movie? His is Memento.
Ooh, Memento's a great movie. I'm a huge Star Wars fan. I think this.
So,
I think A New Hope. I think it's gotta be A New Hope. Ah. Hey, that's not fair. Should I let these kids win a little bit, or should I just keep decimating them? Hack them in the neck?
Did you just hit that child with a stick?
Yeah, because I'm not trying to lose some quick time events just so he can feel good about himself.
Food's ready, kids. You
Is that the wrong thing to say?
Yeah, I'm a little worried about you, Brian.
I don't know. I'm not a dad. Does anybody in the chat room have real kids in real life? I decidedly don't, but it's time to eat with Grayson.
Does anyone have fake kids? I'm more confused about that question.
Well, yeah, I guess you're
Sean?
right.
Lunch is ready.
I'll go get him.
Oh, Sean had to go upstairs just to make my life difficult.
Does a dog count as kid? That's Carver Hawk for president.
Yeah, I think a dog counts as a kid. We have a cat, Igby, and he's the closest thing we got here. This kid better be in his room, because if he's, oh, he's playing with the bird. Oh, no.
Sean?
Honest Gamer Mike has a stepson, a biological son, and a daughter on the way this summer.
Right on. Daughter on the way, congratulations. Oh, man.
Of course it's not your fault.
I'd give anything to get come back to life.
You know, Sean, some things just have to happen. Even if you don't want them to.
It's not fair, Dad. It's not fair.
I know.
I had such fond memories of that bird. Igby, is it short for something? Not really, it's from Igby Goes Down. Alright, so we're gonna go out into the world here.
What's it Goes Down?
It's a movie.
Yeah.
Igby Goes Down is a film. It's Amelia's cat, originally, but when we moved in together, Igby became my cat too. Does anybody else have like a bad feeling in the pit of their stomach right now?
I'd like to have a quick look at some shoes for Sean.
Generally Mash X, Brian.
I promise it won't be long.
I love a Mash X so much.
We're not going anywhere, are we, Jason?
Come on, honey.
Yeah, the music is absolutely not cheerful. Hey, where'd my kid go? Rog.
I took it. It. The fact that I called it in means I'm not ready.
Yeah, dude. Alright, so here's all the controls, but we only have one option right now, which is X to Jason.
Jason!
Where is this Jason? Oh, he's wandering off over there in the green shirt.
Oblivion Lights has a question on the screen.
What's my favorite animal? Growing up, it was big cats, like tigers and lions. Yeah, don't be wandering off, kiddo.
Jason, you really shouldn't wander off like that, you know? An awful lot of people in here.
Please, Dad, can I have one? I would really love to have one.
You gonna wander off for a balloon, man?
Dad, come on.
Okay, let's go buy a balloon.
Great!
Hey, champ! What's your name?
Jason,
Brian, do you know anything about the music process that goes into these games?
I do know that David Cage began as a composer, and I think there are 3 different composers for Detroit Become Human.
$2, sir.
I think they have 3 very different
Wait for
styles
me.
for
Wait
each of
for
the
your dad,
characters.
son. It's really crowded in here.
But I remember when I saw the,
You owe me $2.
I gotta pay this clown $2. Oh, got no cash over there. Where do I keep my money? That's awkward to owe a clown $2.
Keep the change.
Oh, good. Of course, naturally, that's the last pocket we check. Oh, shit!
It is impossible to try on a pair of shoes with this crap. Where's Jason?
He was here a second
Yeah, he
ago.
was here a second ago.
I turned around and he just disappeared.
Disappeared? What do you mean disappeared?
Stay here. I'll go get him. I'll be right back.
Oh, shit. This cannot be good. Jason! Where is Jason? You guys let me know if you see him anywhere in here. Oh, let's look over the edge, maybe. There he is, that red balloon. Get out of my way, random dude.
Got a question about Detroit. Don't know if you can answer it, Brian.
What's that?
Mayor Z94 wants to know, do some characters in Detroit become human? Are they customizable in any way?
I mean, the whole game is highly customizable, but I don't think I can get into any more specifics than that. Come on, Jason. Look at all these. Maybe this is where you got the idea for Detroit Become Human. Look at all these androids walking around here. Jason! Jason! I've never been to a mall this crowded. Look at all these purposeless people. Get out of my way, I gotta find my kid.
Just letting them know that you have to be incredibly secretive about Detroit, unfortunately.
Yeah. I'm sorry, guys. I wish I could say more about the game, but it's released in 47 days. We got bigger fish to fry right now because Jason is not here. Did he go outside? Get out of my way, dude. This is so frustrating. Oh, shit.
The red balloon I bought should make it easier to spot.
Yeah, it should make him easier to spot, but he's not. Jason! Jason! I'm sorry I forgot your name like 10 minutes ago, and I'm your father. Jason! Alright, we gotta go outside. Let's have me go back in. Does anyone see my son? This shit's. There's that balloon. Is that a balloon? I wish there was a, like, push all these people away from me button. You're not Jason. There he is. Fuck. I only pushed one button and that was stressful. This is. Alright, I can't look at the chat right now, guys. I'm sorry because I'm gonna lose my son again. We'll take a quick chat break in a second when I get to the, oh, come on. Jason, slow up. Oh, shit. I'm too late. Shit is right. Stay over there, Jason. Don't walk over to me. Ugh. Oh, this red balloon's gonna drift up. I don't know, spirit animal box, but I have a feeling that that red balloon symbolizes the soul of my son, Jason.
Well, the person who's typing the chat bar on stream, you look very lovely today. Is that me? Am I that person? Am I the person? He means the bars. I think that was me. Thank you.
That's true. Damn. Alright, we got some opening credits here. Whew. This would be a good time to check the chat. Yeah, that is rough. Talk about a way to get you invested in the beginning of the storyline, though, to give you a child and then make you single-handedly responsible for his. Am I responsible?
A little bit. Go ahead and ask our question.
Oh yeah, here we got another question up on there. Has anybody played the Detroit Become Human hostage demo? I'm curious where you guys might have seen that. We're gonna stream until about 6 o'clock today, guys. So it'll be 2 hours. We'll play through probably the first 3 or 4 chapters, depending on how quickly they go. You played it at Gamescom? That's awesome. You played it numerous times. Oh, you watched it numerous times. Right on. Good. I'm glad that Stingray saved the fish. That's excellent. So these visuals, guys, this is from 2010, and then they remastered it in 2016. But it's a PS3 game. So I think you're gonna see a lot of the same visual stylings, but way improved for.
Will the demo be available for download or only in-person events?
I don't know. I wish I did know. I'm kind of on a need-to-know basis right now. They tell me things at the very last second, or I find out about them through you guys on Twitter and Instagram. I wonder what city this is. Two years later. All right. With the guilt of that heavy on my... Oh, look at me. I haven't shaved. Standing around the jacket in the rain. Got one kid up. What's Amelia up to? Amelia's teaching a class right now in Orange County. She's doing a master class.
Hi, Dad.
Oh, Sean. Alright. Let's get this kid out of here. Alright. Man, my own kid won't talk to me right now. Always wear your seatbelt. Alright. Driving this car out of here. Written and directed by David Cage. Hey, Simple Gazer, that's a good question. You ask about, am I going to play through Detroit Become Human right away, or I'm going to let people start playing it? I initially thought I should start playing it right away, but some people in the chat of the last stream, we did a test stream, told me that I should wait a little bit so that obviously they get a chance to start playing, so I think that's a good idea. The game comes out on May 25th, which is a Friday. So I think I'll do my first stream on that Sunday, which gives people that pre-ordered it 2 days to get through the first couple chapters, and then we'll start playing through, I think, on Sundays. Alright, son. What should we do here, guys? There's going to be a 10-second delay, but if you want to interact, jump in. You can type, obviously, O for circle, X for X. Let's do S for square and T for triangle. Let's see.
Please, Dad. You're in front of this TV.
Albert Brew, who wants to be an actor himself, is
Right.
asking you about voice acting. And
Oh yeah, is voice acting tough in general? Let's see, square.
So, you want to talk a little?
Yeah, I mean,
Talk about what?
I don't know about you, your friends.
it's tricky to talk over the
Going.
dialogue.
Nothing special.
trying to have a discussion with my son, Rog. I'm gonna sit down with him. What should we do here? What should we chat with him about? We can play with him. We can do his homework. Talk to him about school.
Sean, do you want to do your homework now?
Please, Dad, let me watch TV a little while longer. We'll do it later, okay?
Should we tell him we got to do his homework now, or we can let him chill? Nah, you can do your
I
homework
think
now.
we should just get right to it. Then it's done and out of the way. Now, get your bag and get set up in the kitchen.
All right.
I'll help you.
We'll help you. Come on. Come sit over at the table. Let's check this thing in the kitchen that somebody mentioned. So this thing here. 4:30, snack. Ooh, should have given him a snack. Homework, dinner, bed. It's a very simple schedule. I wish my life was that. It's 5 o'clock, so what is he supposed to be doing? I could have let him chill for a minute. What am I doing? What kind of dad? All right.
Do you want to talk about the acting stuff?
Yeah, so all right, while he works on his homework, I'm gonna get him some food. Voice acting in itself is not, it's just like acting in general, but the tricky thing about, let's see, let's get him some orange juice. Shake that. Voice acting on the performance capture stage is a totally different thing because you don't have, gotta shake the orange juice. Is there anybody out there who doesn't shake their orange juice before they drink it? And I definitely need to get a new DualShock controller before this next stream. This thing's glitching out. Oh, I'm just gonna have some. Sorry, son. More? No. Put that back. So the crazy thing about,
Dad, I'm finished. Can I go watch TV?
did you really finish your homework that fast? What are you studying that you did 6 minutes of
Let me have
homework?
a look. Pretty good. Looks like you're done.
Smart kid.
Here you go.
All right, let's get him some chips. How do we feed this guy? All right, it's almost 6. My son's already done his homework. I'm gonna let him chill for a second. I'm gonna take a moment to actually answer that question. So the thing about the voice acting that can be tricky for these games is that, here you see a table, you see all the environment, you see the other actors. We didn't have a lot of that on set for Detroit Become Human, so we are often acting with cardboard props or plastic props or things that are anything that's not shiny because it'll mess with the infrared technology that's set up for, what do we got? Where they get all the motion trackers. And I think, hey, Rog Droid, can you throw up a picture of the motion capture dots so they
Yeah.
can see what that's about? All right, my son's making his own
Sorry about
chips. No, it's all good. Have some light. Let's get that laundry going so Grace is happy with me when I come home. I'm gonna take this bear.
So I've got an image up there of your motion capture.
Oh yeah, so here's the motion capture stage. So as you guys can see, it's on a big gray room. And in the environment, that table has to be a mesh metal table so that they can see the motion capture dots through the surface. So the same thing goes for anytime there's a wall or anytime there's a, what's this all about? Anytime there's a wall or a door or a curtain, the origami killer strikes again. The 7th victim identified. The police have confirmed the modus operandi is indeed that of the origami killer. That's some bad news. Let's have some lights in here. What should we talk to him about? You want to go see if he wants to go play with us? Should we ask him if he wants dinner? Yeah, let's play with him. Let's see. Hey, kiddo.
What do you say we play together for a while?
I'd rather watch TV.
You hungry?
Do you want me to get your dinner?
No thanks, I'm not hungry yet.
How are things at school? Is your TV nice?
Everything's fine, Dad.
So there's obviously some psychological distress with my child here.
Do you want me to get
Let's
your dinner?
offer him dinner one more time, and if
thanks,
not,
I'm
we're gonna have to
hungry
shut him down. It's getting a little dark outside, I can tell. So let's. Look at me, son. I know that you're watching. What are you watching? What kind of show is that? All right, this is nonsense. You're not having any more of this television. Yeah, you can't be watching this.
Are you planning on streaming regularly after
Dad,
the short
why'd you
release,
turn
or
it
just
off?
an
It was
experiment
my
right
favorite
now?
show. Turn it back on, Dad.
Yeah, so right now it's. All right, should we turn the TV back on, or let's be a real dad about it? Be a real dad about it.
I think you've watched enough TV for today.
So this is the experiment. This is the test run to run through Heavy Rain.
All right, I'm sorry.
This is the test run to run through Heavy Rain, but the big game I'm looking forward to is obviously Detroit Become Human, and then depending on how it goes, I mean, I'd like to. Can we start to make him some dinner while we do this? What time is it now? 7 o'clock, and it's definitely dark outside. 7 o'clock. Let's feed this kid.
You never make me dinner, Brian.
I never make you a dinner, Rod.
No.
That's not true. I made you dinner. Well, I made you a quesadilla.
Yeah, that's fair. You did.
All right, you're done with this TV, kiddo. Come eat.
Dad, why'd you turn it off? It was my favorite
What
show.
other games would you like to see on a stream? I've been thinking about. No,
No, I think you've watched enough TV for today.
you're done watching
Please,
TV
Dad,
because we
just
got to
a
move this
little
plot
while
along.
longer.
I said no, that's enough.
That's not fair. Mom always lets me watch TV after school.
Well, your mom's not here right now, and I'm not that great at being a dad. Did he just run upstairs?
I just.
So what other games might we stream through, you guys? We could do. I've definitely heard people say Life is Strange. I've heard people say Until Dawn could be good.
Got Fahrenheit. I've got Beyond Two Souls.
I think Fahrenheit would be the next one for as far as a Quantic Dream game goes, because I haven't played that one before. Come here, kiddo. Let's talk.
Leave me alone. I hate you.
You hate me?
Life is Strange. Way Out. Some good ones here.
I mean, we're gonna.
Uncharted.
Let's crack the window. It's raining heavily outside. Yeah, Uncharted is awesome. I'm on Uncharted 3 right now, and I got this thing where I gotta play them in order. So I would love to stream Uncharted. That would be fun. Or Last of Us, maybe. Man, you see that, Rod?
I did.
He's drawn the demise of his brother, featuring me, his father. Let's get it. Oh man. Bugging out right now. Oh yeah, LA Noire. I've heard people reference that about Detroit. Just waking back up. Where am I now? What is this? This has got to be like a nightmare or something.
So Brian, did the process that they used to act this game out, was it very similar to the process that you guys made your game with?
Definitely the motion capture, but I'm sure that finding this origami in my hand. Definitely it's evolved. I mean, This game was made 8 years ago, so I'm sure that on stage on the actual sound stage it's very different. I know that with Beyond Two Souls, they had a grid on the ground that was like a third of the size of the grid that Carnaby Corner. That seems like a clue. Somebody write that down, Carnaby Corner, in case we need it. Oh, and who is this guy? But the stage was double what they had to work on Beyond Two Souls when we worked on Detroit Become Human, which meant they could fit more props, they could fit more setting layout, and they could record an overall bigger area. Now this guy reminds me of somebody I know. Hey, Rod, will you lower that blinds a little bit? Because we get a lot of glare. Thanks, dude.
This one here?
This big one? Just kind of pull it into the side. To the other side? Yeah, that's cool. Thanks, man. Has anybody seen all the trailers? Let's ask about Lauren Winter, shall we?
Lauren Winter. Ring any bells?
Nope, can't say it does.
Yep.
Oh, that Lauren.
Yeah, 5-note.
Third floor, last door on the left at the end of the corridor.
If there's one thing I know, guys, is that you can get pretty much any information you're going to need for $5. Remember, this game came out in 2010, so $5 was a lot more back then.
You want me to get the inflation numbers on the screen?
Yeah, can you pull up the conversion ratio? Let's see. But just like Spider-Man, you've seen all the Detroit trailers, right on. This scene was the original demo for Heavy Rain on the PlayStation Store. That's interesting factoid. Cool. Play Mafia 1 or Mafia 2. Right on. Alright, so he said all the way down here, end of the hall.
Lauren Winter.
That looks like Lauren
Sorry,
Winter if I've seen her.
by appointment.
Whoa. She just slammed that shit in my face. I'm sorry, we gotta talk.
It's $50. I don't kiss and I don't do any weird shit.
Fine by me.
Yeah, $50 is a different thing. And I'm here to ask some questions, lady. If you can't tell by my private investigator demeanor.
Put your money on the table. You got exactly 10 minutes when the alarm rings. It's over, okay?
$5. Alright, can we talk for a second?
You should take your clothes off. We ain't got all day.
No, we started the game like that. I'm
Actually, I'm
keeping
not
my clothes
accustomed.
on.
Shit, a
Oh,
car.
I did it, Brian. I did it.
I should have known. Would want a freebie? Is that it?
My name is Scott Shelby. I'm a private detective.
Thought so.
The
Scott
families of the victims of
Shelby.
the Origami killer asked me to investigate the murders. I came here just to ask you some questions.
Alright, guys, we got some questions coming up, so get ready with that
I already told the police all I know and have
S,
nothing
T,
to add.
X, or
Leave
O.
me alone.
I'll have you guys jump in here.
By the way, if you're running, Brian, the inflation numbers in CPI 2010 is 218 versus 248.
I have
so
nothing
it's a
to say to you.
14% difference.
Get out of here.
Thank you, Rock. I'm gonna be persistent, I think.
There'll be other victims if we don't stop the killer. You have got to help me, Lauren. You may know something that can aid the investigation.
Yeah.
Help you? There's nothing you can do. My son's dead. Do you hear me? He's dead.
Can be compassionate, I think.
I understand, Lauren. I know what you're going.
Oh,
By the
yeah?
way, there's an
Do you
echo.
know what
Can
it
I use
feels like to find your
headphones?
own son's body
Here,
on
I'll
the
just turn this
wasteland?
down a little bit.
I'm sorry. I don't believe you have the slightest idea what I'm going through, Mr. Shelby.
Is that better as far as the echo goes, guys? Should I trick her or should I try to buy her?
I bought 10 minutes of your time, didn't I?
Alrighty,
All I
bought
asked
her.
for you, use that time to answer some questions.
You want to pay me to tell you about my son? Is that it? You can buy my body, Mr. Shelby, but my son is not for sale. Get out of here. Get the fuck.
Ooh. She's not about this, Scott Shelby. Hey, Rog, is anybody in the chat taking a guess as to who this reminds me of?
Well, if you remember anything,
Let's see.
the smallest detail, give me a call.
All right, I'm gonna leave my card for you, lady. Should we get out of here, guys, or should we hang out? I feel like she's probably not gonna tell us anything else.
Okay, I want the gate volume a little higher. You can do that.
Yeah. Is there anybody outside? I just feel like if this origami killer's coming for her, we should be on the lookout. Just kind of walking around her house. Got any orange juice in here? Alright, let's go. Let's get out of here. Is that where I came in? Where did I come in? There. Alright. I got a weird feeling. Ooh. I'm having some sort of asthma attack. Where's my pills? R1. I don't know if you're a private investigator with asthma. It's a...
Lauren, open up, baby. It's me.
Who's this guy?
I already told you I don't want to see you anymore.
Sorry, Dal, but I really wanted to see you.
I don't know. I don't trust this dude. Should we investigate, guys? Should we go check this out, or should we let sleeping dogs lie? Should we go in there? Yeah, all right, I'm going in. Doesn't sound good. My controller's shaking right now.
What do you want, asshole?
Lauren, is everything
I
all
want Lauren
right?
to be safe, man. Why is she on the ground like this? What's going on?
Now beat it, loser.
Not about it. Get in there.
You again? If you're looking for trouble, you found it. I'm gonna beat the
You
shit
gonna
out.
beat the shit out of me? I don't think so. So I'm gonna do these quick time events faster than you. So obviously we're playing out different animations depending on if we're successful moving. So I'm guessing that if I was missing these, he'd be kicking my ass a little more now. Oh man, with this beer bottle. Oh wait. No. Stab this dude. Bye. Disarmed. This is good. Come on, you private investigator, you don't got a gun in there? I'm so ready to see Connor in some of these action scenes.
I'll see you again, asshole.
Yeah, I think so.
Are you alright?
Better than him, I guess. Who is he?
An ex-client who thinks he owns me.
An ex-client,
He
right?
was getting violent, and I told him I didn't want to see him anymore.
Yeah, who is paying for all this damage to Lauren's house? I don't know.
Sorry
Her
about the mess.
apartment, I guess. I think that,
Mr. Shelby,
Yeah.
oh, hold up.
thanks.
No problem, lady. Take it easy. You enjoy your Sunday. All right, so there's our first real quick time battle. And this guy Norman Jaden, FBI. I've heard a lot of things about. People mention Norman Jaden to me about Connor. I'm going to take a second to look at this chat. Good job. Thank you. I appreciate it. My boy Norman. It's the 2010 Connor. That's right. If I'm not mistaken, he has some special attributes. Alright, so I definitely pull up on the crime scene here. This was my shaky controller, my shaky hand. What's that blue stuff? I'm not taking that. Alright. Let's investigate.
The zone is sectioned off, sir. Step back.
Agent Norman Jaden, FBI.
That's right, Agent Norman Jaden, FBI from Boston, apparently.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, of course. Let's get out of here. Let me see your badge.
Check.
We can pass. Does Connor fight? I think he must at least once, but I'm not allowed to say anything about
I
that.
saw him arrive earlier.
Plead the fifth.
He's here somewhere.
Thanks.
Alright. Let's get onto this. Cool. So this reminds me of the apartment where we show up on the rooftop scene, the first scene of Detroit Become Human. We can look for clues. And I'm guessing they're going to unlock other options where we can go. Oh yes. Check out these shades, Rod.
Video memo recording, 47023 Norman Jaden, Tuesday, October 4th, 2011. Time is...
Remember, we can hear what he thinks. Thank you for that reminder. The Buddy Cop series. That'd be fun. Norman Jaden and Connor out in the world together. No, I think we want these. We want these specs, right? We're not trying to put those away. Let's put those back on. Looking like a boss. All right. Should we look for crime scene? Look at the train. Ask about Blake. What do we want to do here, guys? I don't think anybody knows where Blake is. Alright, so help me out on the chat. We're trying to check out Blake, the body, the train, or the crime scene. Hey, thanks for joining us, Ominous. Alright, we're gonna look at the body.
The body must be under the tarp near the lights.
Oh, the body is by the tarp with the lights. Do this little Ari pulse here thing.
I'm looking for Lieutenant Carter Blake.
Yeah, I'm looking for him too. Useless. Oh, here we go.
Thanks.
Let's go talk to Blake.
Lieutenant Blake? I'm Agent Norman Jaden from the FBI. I went by your office this morning. They told me you'd be here.
Now, if you're looking for rain, dead bodies, and highways, you come to the right place. Mike, can you tell that asshole with the bulldozer to stop for 5 minutes? I can't hear myself think here.
Right away, Lieutenant.
Well, are you coming, Jaden?
Give me the facts.
So, what happened?
Some guy taking his dog for a piss found a body about 6 o'clock this morning. We don't know much more right now. Based on what we've seen, looks like the work of the origami killer.
Alright, what do we want to know? The identity? You got any witnesses? Time? The cause?
Listen, you look busy. Do you mind if I have a look around?
Be my guest. Hey, Jaden. You come and see me if you find anything, okay?
Alright.
We're on the same team now.
Alright, let's go check out this, How do we get over there to that tent? Let's put these bad boys back on. Whoosh. Oh, we got some clues right behind us, but let's check out this tent here.
Very common. Victim is lying on his back. No visible signs of violence.
Yeah, Connor doesn't need any glasses. He's got that built in. So this looks pretty similar. In Detroit Become Human, we have this Mind Palace mode where Connor can see the interactable clues in the environment. Can look around using the L joystick. Let's see, what do we got? Some kind
A
of...
small origami figure in the right hand. Fingers were probably
Fingers
closed
were
after
closed
the
after
time
the
of
time
death.
of death. Somebody killed him and put this on him?
His face is covered with mud, like the other victims.
I think Connor would accept help from Batman. You guys playing the Batman games too? I know there's awesome Batman games out. Flower pollen less than 12 hours ago.
The victim is Jeremy Bowles, declared missing
Jeremy
5 days ago.
Bowles. Declared
See
missing 5
reference
days
one.
ago. Alright. Good night, sweet prince. What else we got? Let's check out these other clues we see. Footprints.
Airy comment, sample of no interest. Comes from one of the policemen present on the wasteland.
Nah, just looking at cops' prints. That's not gonna help us. What is this over here? Let's take another bone. See all this pollen.
Airy comment, orchid pollen detected. Probably from a flower left on the body.
Alright, so the orchid pollen starts here. Follow it? Or just go straight to the victim.
Boy, this thing is so confusing.
I could be Superman and Batman can just be Batman? That'll do. I gotta do this guy here. My mother gave me this. Where is it? No. Superman's is more like colicky. There. No, I'm Superman. Alright guys, anybody got an idea where we want to look for this pollen? There's these train tracks. We can walk on these train tracks. That seems safe. Keep my shades on though, it feels cooler. Emo man. Yeah, you can do real. This is my angsty gamer look. It's like my kid's dead, man. I lost my own son. Gave him a red balloon and he just kind of flew away.
PA586 is one of the new projects coming up. She has a movie premiering in Houston, Texas at the end of the month.
Whoa, what's this movie you got premiering? The next big one's Detroit Become Human, which I've been, waiting for some time.
Park chemicals disappear in the tall grass.
People think emo Brian's hilarious.
Emo Brian's hilarious. Just like, you know, I can't even play this game right now, Rob. Life's so hard. I like this RE Pulse thing. That's cool. Looking for clues. Ooh! Dead cat on the rails.
Dead cat. The FBI doesn't keep files on dead cats.
No, we do not.
Not yet.
But Connor does. Connor keeps files on everything. I mean everything. Alright, so I can't go any further that way. See another clue up ahead, maybe some more of this pollen. I wish there was a run mode. That's something I think they might adapt it. Sense. Follow the train road again. Hashtag save the cat. Yeah, definitely save the cat. Alright, let's look at this clue here.
Harry, coming. Traces of blood on
Traces
the
of blood on the railroad track? Is it cat blood?
Report indicates an advanced and long-lasting state of exhaustion.
Uh-huh. A positive blood type. What do we got over here?
Footprints continue just after the pollen trail.
Ah, these are
Good
different.
chance they're the killers.
These are the killer's footprints. See any more of that? What is this?
Harry, coming. Traces of blood detected on the fence behind the railroad.
So have you guys seen the, there's some clips. Connor has an ability where he can read the different androids' model type based off their blue blood that comes from them. It's like their biocomponent fluid. And I'm allergic to pollen. I see it wants me to go up here. Too slick. We're gonna have to climb it. How do people find me on social media? You guys can check it out on I'm on Twitter, Instagram, and Twitch, all at Bryan Dechart. I'm making up here without dying. I'd be ashamed to fall to my death on my first investigation. Let's keep going. Should we keep going? Up to the highway. Yeah, I think we have a picture of Connor on a crime scene. We got a screenshot we can pull up. Investigating. Let's see. Should try to cross this highway? Seems like a busy highway. I think he looks enough alike. Back to the real world. Are we going into the freeway, guys? Is this the way? This seems awfully dangerous. Yeah, end up like Jason, exactly. What does Igby look like? Igby's black and white, and he looks like he has a little tilted hat. That's adorable. I'm surprised he's not trying to come on my lap right now. Should we try to walk across this freeway? Let's do it. Or at least along it. Should we look for some clues? Maybe that's what we do. Train.
Impressive. Seems the only traces the killer left were those he intended to leave. He knew exactly what he was doing. Right down to the tiniest detail.
What do you think, guys? Blood, the train, the body, or the police? Blood.
Why the hell is there blood here?
Why the hell is there blood here? Hey, Notabot, thank you for the link. Appreciate it.
The killer must have carried the body here. Gotta be tracks around here somewhere.
Ah, so this killer...
Way too many people here. The trampling all over the crime scene.
That means our victim died elsewhere and he was transported here? Alright, let's look for a few more, let's look for some more tracks. Here we go.
There's a good chance that they're the killers.
Good chance that those are the killer's tracks indeed. Who else is walking around up here? This side of the road. Same footprints?
Harry, comment. Tire tracks on the side of the road near the railroad line.
Maybe the killer's car.
Maybe the killer's car. Think
Alright,
I've
let's
seen all
log
there is to
that.
see.
You just say we've seen everything there is to see? Alright, so we've got his footprints. We've got his tire tracks. It's not going to let me play in the street, which is probably a good thing. Went down over here, huh? Oh, I hope I don't slip. Let's get down off this. Boy. Let's get down. Don't read the chat and try to quick time at the same time. Yes, sir.
What are the best gaming and comic conventions?
Yeah, this is something I wanted to ask you guys. I heard some people mention E3 and Gamescom.
Back to the office.
Are there any other Comic-Con conventions you guys have been to? Should we leave or should we stay? Is that everything that we can find out here?
Around if you don't mind. Take all the time you want.
Alright. There's gotta be one other thing at least that we're trying to find. I'm curious especially to find out if you guys know of any conventions or shows where voice actors have been. Would love to come meet some of you guys. Guys, of course, being gender neutral. Ladies and gentlemen, I suppose. Ooh, here's something. Nah, cop footprints? Colin Smith, victims
Harry,
footprints.
comment. Sample of no interest. Comes from one of the policemen
No, one of the
present on
cops.
wasteland.
So, let's see. PCF. Calgary Expo has some voice actors.
Calgary, okay.
Best West. Comic Con. DragCon. MegaCon. Mr. Devo, you have been to a lot.
Whoa, Mr. Debo, Derek. How you doing, dude? Welcome to the stream. Derek was manning the demo, the hostage scene demo at PAX. Alright guys, I think I'm gonna get out of here. Does anybody in the chat think they know of a clue that we should look for, or should we roll out? We got them all, alright. Let's get out of here. Cool, so I'm gonna drive off. I'm gonna take a quick 5-minute intermission, you guys. We're gonna roll some cool behind the scenes stuff that we have. It was just released by PlayStation. Some interviews with the cast. And I'll take a 5-minute break, and then we'll be right back. Let's make sure this is the end of the chapter. You never know. Cool, I feel like a boom up is an end of a chapter mark. So let's flip it over, and guys, we'll be right.
Shooting Detroit Become Human has been amazing. David and the creators have painted a really intriguing and engaging picture of a near future where we rely upon androids for a lot of our service class business. My character Marcus has a really intriguing journey, becoming deviant, realizing you actually deserve better.
How I would describe Kara depends entirely upon who's playing her, because you have the option to make her multiple different people depending on the choices she makes. Entering every space and every scene without a perspective on any of it. It's so open.
Connor is focused only on doing what he was designed to do, which is help humans stop deviants.
You were designed to serve humans, not kill them!
But depending on all of the things that he'll experience along the way, of course, he can deviate from that procedure or not. Connor kind of grows out from a starting center point, depending on the player's choice.
Working on motion capture set has been really fun. We're in one room the whole time surrounded by cameras. There's no change of sets, there's no hair and makeup, there's no wardrobe.
You have all these dots all over you, and I found it sort of terrifying in a way. But then everything new that I found out as I went along took the fear out of it.
It's very liberating and creative, and it engages your imagination in a way that, you know, films don't always and televisions don't always.
It's like acting bare bones, and it really kind of requires you to re-engage and unlock that childlike imagination.
What it all finally boils down to is performance. It's an open, creative river that you can get into, and you can create what you want.
Life without emotions wouldn't be worth living.
The really beautiful thing that I've essentially built a person from the ground up.
It's grueling, it's hard work, but it's gonna be really, really cool. I can't wait to see it and play it.
Cool, welcome back, guys. Just a little behind the scenes action from Detroit. I'm gonna take a second real quick, a little breather from the game, and read through the chat. If anybody has some questions we can answer. Let's see. Yeah, Clancy Brown. Clancy Brown is in Detroit Become Human. He plays Lieutenant Hank Anderson. And do we have a screen grab of Hank we can throw up? Cool. So this is Detective Hank in his interrogation room when he's talking to one of the androids, I believe. He's the one that reminded me a little bit of our private investigator, Scott Shelby here. And yes, Lance Hendrickson plays, we can pull up maybe a screenshot of Lance, who plays Carl. This is Carl, played by Lance Hendrickson. You guys might recognize him from the Alien movies, among many other things. Yeah, Connor was the character that I originally auditioned for. Let's see. Thank you, Just See. I think the game's going to deliver some greatness, too. You scroll back through here. Cool, got them all. Yeah, the audition process was long. I auditioned many times. I don't think I've ever auditioned for a character more times than I auditioned for Connor. I auditioned maybe 3 or 4 years ago was the first time, and then auditioned twice. A lot of time passed. I thought Detroit Become Human was a thing of the past for me. I was usually after an audition you try to let it go and forget about it because there's so many of them that don't ever come to fruition. But Detroit was one that was like stuck in my mind. I kept thinking about it after I auditioned over and over again. I met David and Guillaume at the callback, And then maybe over a year later, because these games take a long time to develop. So the game has been in the works since, I believe, 2012, maybe even before then. When was the Kara demo? I think maybe that was 2012. Which, if you guys haven't seen it, that's on YouTube with Valerie Curry. She was the original android in the storyline. And the story of Detroit evolved after that tech demo from Quantic Dream really blew up, and they decided to share, where does Kara end up going? What's the world like? Hey, Luis. Hey, Cameron. I see everybody. Cool.
How did it feel when you got the part?
How did it feel when I got the part? It felt amazing. It felt absolutely amazing. I'd always wanted to do performance capture. Andy Serkis is a big hero of mine. The performance capture, motion capture stuff is, the technology aspect of it is fascinating to me. And so the fact that you can play Gollum or King Kong or Smaug, I mean, there's so many iconic characters in movies, and especially in video games, they've been using this technology. So what's exciting to me is that even though Connor looks, he's my likeness, I'm really excited about where I could go as far as playing characters that are not me. Maybe I'll play the fish in the sequel. So, yeah, I love Andy Serkis. He's awesome. I saw him do an event at the Screen Actors Guild, and I didn't realize until I was waiting for him to show up in that room how totally a super fan I am. Andy Serkis, if you're watching right now, what's up, man? We'd love to have you as a guest on the stream. You can sit right here on my couch, and you can hold Igby. Yes, I have played Beyond Two Souls. Beyond Two Souls I played after I played Heavy Rain. And Fahrenheit or Indigo Prophecy is the one that I haven't played yet. Oh, I would absolutely do mocap work again. Yeah, so the difference is they say mocap is when they have the suits. And then do you have some of the face marker? There's I think a black and white one with the markers on the face. But there's two different rings on the grid you guys can see on this stage. There's a big black box. It's taped out. And anything that happens inside of that big black box can pick up your motion on your suit. So they're affixed to all of your joints, to your wrists, your elbow, to your shoulders. They can tell which way you're facing, left and right leg and everything. And then they assign these data points to the character that you're playing. And then, of course, you can move around the computer simulated version of you, which then they later refine with better and better animation. And then the dots that are on your face are from a smaller circle. So there's an orange square inside of the square, which is even more precise, the center part of the whole soundstage. And that's when they can get really, really detailed facial animations. And I didn't know this until David Cage told me, but apparently our eyes are never perfectly still. So like even if you're looking, I'm looking straight ahead at the camera right now, there are always these little vibrations that are going back and forth, and they can pick up these vibrations with the markers that are under your eyes, and you have a marker on top of your eyelids. So without any video footage whatsoever, but just from the data points that they put into this, into their design software, which I really wish I knew more about, but I would misspeak if I tried to explain it. They can tell if you're looking left, they can tell if you're looking right, they can tell if you blink. I mean, every little minute adjustment. And you would think that on a stage like this, you'd have to be doing more work so that you think about the animations being crude. But you can pull that up again. There's there are 86 markers on your face. And so they put them there every day at the beginning of the shoot day. You put on your suit, which you guys have seen, like Andy Serkis wears this Lycra suit with the markers all over it. And they have a very precise 3D printed version of my face that they put over like a mask, and it has points in it that they put an eyeliner pen through. So they're marking on your face where this all the extremes of your facial features are. And so then they tell the computer, when you calibrate it before and after each day of shooting and before and after you take any kind of break from the system, they will have you do facial expressions where you're doing the different extremes so that they can tell when your lips are fully closed, when your mouth is fully opened, and all that. There's really fascinating stuff. Let's see, I'll take one more question and then we'll play one more chapter or so. I'm going to stream until about 6 o'clock, and then Rog Droid's got to split, so we'll do maybe one more chapter. Yeah, if you guys haven't seen Andy Serkis as Caesar in the Planet of the Apes movies, I think those are some of the best performances we've seen with performance capture. Oh, it's amazing to see the development of these games. I mean, what I know about Detroit is, I mean, I've seen the Hostage demo, I've played the Hostage demo, but I haven't seen or played, like, most of the game. And as you know, the narrative can change so dramatically based off the player's choices that I'm going to have to play through this game I don't know how many times to see all of the different pieces that we put into it. But I mean, the animation, the bending narrative, it's so complex. It's so, oh man, it's incredible. I don't want to say anything without giving, I don't want to give anything away. I can answer more questions like that more specifically off the, after the game has been released. What do you do if you have to sneeze? You just sneeze. And there's a very charismatic team of Parisians which will help you when they off camera. You can hear them say "marker down," and the marker down means that there's one of your markers has fallen off, and they fall off especially if you're running, you're sweating. If you're crying, there's water that comes from your tear duct will obviously wipe off these little markers, and then they come with a pair of tweezers and they put a new marker in its place, and that's why they do that map with the 3D face print so that they can know exactly which marker has fallen off. So a lot of times you lose them around the mouth because you're talking so much.
Do they try to train you in any way when you first start doing it?
Train you?
Yeah.
The first day on the job was training. I mean, the first piece that we recorded was the Hostage demo, which was on my birthday 2 years ago, which was a really cool birthday present. So of course we started off with the more simple pieces so that I could get used to wearing the suit. But maybe 2 days in, after I saw all of the footage that they put together for that Hostage demo, I was totally blown away, and I was on board from then on. Cool, right on. All right, let's play one more chapter of this game, guys. Looks like I'm visiting my ominous therapist.
I have the results of your MRI scans. Everything seems to be normal. There is no physical damage from the accident.
Good.
However, I am worried about your psychological condition. I know it's not easy, but you've got to start over, Ethan. You're not responsible for what happened.
I'm not responsible for what happened? I feel kind of responsible.
Still be alive if I'd been looking out for him.
It was an accident. Accidents happen every day. You can't blame yourself forever for your son's death.
I might not blame myself
How's
forever,
Sean?
but at least till the end of this game. He's not happy.
He's a very solitary kid, very focused within himself. He's really close to his mother. With me, he's more distant.
Those are my neighbor's
What
dogs, if
about
you can
you,
hear them in the
Ethan?
background.
What do you feel?
Try to mute them. Nope. I'm depressed, man.
I no longer want to live. I have no reason to continue.
Not even for your son, Sean.
Yeah, I'm with you, Cameron. It was definitely
Just
that
need
clown's
Jason.
fault.
Sean doesn't need a father.
You started this whole thing. And I'm gonna finish it.
Is there something else you wanted to tell me, Ethan?
Should we tell him about these nightmares, guys? I'm gonna tell him I've been blacking out of my own house.
I sometimes have these blackouts.
A lot of the people watching are afraid of
Times when
Good.
I
I'm
don't
glad that
know what
everybody's
I'm
afraid of
doing.
clowns, because I am too.
I recover consciousness sometime later, but I'm someplace else. And I have no idea how I got there. Do you think this could be related to the accident?
You suffered a massive concussion and were in a coma for 6 months. We really don't know what effect a shock like that can have on the brain.
Let's get up.
That's the end of this session.
Oh, that's the end of my session. That's all the time I had for you anyway, Doc.
You were lucky, Ethan. It's very rare to survive such a traumatic accident.
I don't exactly feel lucky, Doctor.
10 p.m. Chilling with my son. What are we gonna see? Let's see if he wants to play.
Aren't you gonna go play with the other kids?
I don't feel like it.
What should we do, guys? Want to see if he's hungry? What's the problem?
Is something the matter, Sean?
No, I'm alright.
How did things go at school today?
The teacher yelled at me for being late again. She's gonna send me home the next time it happens.
I'm sorry about that, Sean. Next time.
So guys, as Rog has just put up on the screen here, we're going to do the next stream on Sunday. We're going to start at 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So 2 hours earlier than whatever time you started watching today. So I want to make sure that Europe can join us. I know it's late there. I can't. Look, son. We're going to have to go for at least play on this playground. Let's get on the seesaw, huh?
I haven't been on a seesaw in a long time. What do you think?
Yeah.
Alright, get up on this. Yeah, emo Sean indeed. I mean, he's got good reason. He used to have a brother. Let's get on here.
Come on, Dad, make me fly.
Boom. Look, son, we're having fun. Boy.
No, Dad, you're not doing it right. You gotta push up at the right time.
Gotta push up at the right time. Can we launch him?
Come on, Dad. You can do
That's
better
gotta
than
hurt.
that. It's no fun.
Louis thing now was asking how far would you go to save a life, Connor?
It depends whose life. My son is not about playing this game with me right now. He's like, "Are you streaming right now, Dad? You're not. It's like you're in two places at once." All right, get on this merry-go-round. We'll put him on here.
What about that merry-go-round?
Surely nothing can go wrong here.
So fast you won't be able to stay on it.
Great.
All right, get on there, kiddo.
Go on, Dad. As fast as you can.
That's as fast as I can go, kiddo.
Faster. Faster. Come on. Faster, faster.
I'm going. We're doing it. We're having a fun. Well, that's good to see him happy. He's not gonna fly off.
Whoa. I think my head is spinning.
Good training for astronauts,
Do I need to remember the color of this kid's jacket? I don't know. Let's see. Hey, what's up, Queen 93? Remember you in the chat with us before. Oh, it feels good that my son is like paying some attention to me. Let's let him on this thing, huh? Or maybe the swings?
You want to go play on the swing? I'll push you.
Okay.
How do I screw up playing on a seesaw? I don't know, you just don't hold the button for long enough. Can we let go? There we go.
Come on, Dad. Higher.
This kid's got a lot of,
You're not pushing, Dad.
I'm not feeling great, son. I just saw the doctor and he had nothing helpful for me. trying, kiddo. So it's pretty cool how these animations are locked with different directions into the game, because no matter what the camera angle is like, you're still centered to the action. We did it! Mission accomplished.
That was cool.
This kid's an adrenaline junkie. Thrill seeking. Yeah, I like this kid better than the other one. I really hope nothing bad happens to him.
I think you better go.
Okay.
Yeah, it's starting to rain. Let's get out of here, kiddo.
You know, I didn't mean what I said before. I was just angry.
You were right to be angry. I wasn't very nice to you either.
Alright, let's go. Now that we've made amends. Do we look alike, me and my son? I feel like we do.
Do you look like Igby? That's the real question.
Hey, Dad, can I have a ride on the carousel? Can I?
Sure.
Ride on
Go
the
get your horse
carousel?
and Get on. I'll get a ticket.
I don't know, your brother was hanging out with creepy clowns and look what happened to him. Hop on. Fatherhood redeemed. Couldn't possibly go wrong. I'll just look away from him as he plays on this creepy carousel. Alright. You gonna put him on there? Gotta pay the man. Anybody want to guess if it's $5?
One, please. That's $1.
$1. Fair price. Have fun. How is it less than a balloon? That's a good point. Oh no, I'm about to black out again. Tripping out. Oh, let's get out of here. Not kidding around with those QuickTime events. Carnaby Way again. Carnaby something. We're gonna X to Sean. Where is Sean? Oh shit. This is my worst nightmare. Sean. Sean! His backpack. Maybe there's a clue. Shit, where are we going? This backpack, I need my son. Out the gate.
His backpack's still here, but where's Sean?
Sean, are you home? I gotta stop blacking out. Man, when the universe gives you two kids, you gotta keep at least one of them this origami. This is when you stop playing? I know, this is depressing. I mean, this is not a good look. All right, so I think this might be a good spot to take a pause because we're almost at 6 o'clock. I'm going to, we've unlocked a new bonus. I'm going to pause this here, I think. I'm going to answer a few more questions on the chat, guys, and then we will see you next Sunday. A new bonus, both kids are lost. Yeah, right? Alright, so obviously this origami I keep finding and having these blackouts, this is got to lead us up to this origami killer that we read about in the newspaper. Yeah, I remember the first time I played through this, I was so frustrated in that beginning scene just trying to get Jason to pay attention to me in the thing. I mean, the cool thing in the mall, the crazy thing about these games is they drop you into the experience of the characters in a way that I don't really feel like other games do. I mean, there are some games that play with a similar kind of rules of the road, but yeah, 0 for 2 on the kids. Yeah, so like in Detroit Become Human, there is no game over as well. So if any of the characters get killed off, they're done. They're right out. But the story is going to keep going. Yeah, Fahrenheit is a very immersive game is what I hear. It must be hard anyway to only spend $3. $2 for the first kid, $1 for the second kid, $5 to ask some questions, and here we are. So we've met, I think, 3 of the playable characters here. We've got Dad, we've got Norman Jaden, and we've got Scott Shelby. I think we have 1 more playable character. So Detroit Become Human has 3 playable characters. Hey, Lightning Panda. Yeah, I would definitely love to do more video game work. I've done Mafia 3, and I've done voiceover for commercials and things, but I would definitely like to do more video games. I think that this is really the future. The technology here, the performance capture stuff, the interactive narrative is all very fascinating to me, so I definitely think that more video games would be fun. I've done other live action things like film and television that you guys can check out on IMDb if you're really interested. But for me, the video game thing is a lot of fun, especially in the way it's produced.
What'd you do on Mafia 3?
Mafia 3, I did various voices, so I did probably 3 or 4 characters on Mafia, but that's a huge open world game, so I have no idea where those characters are. I'm not a good dad? Colorful mess, thanks. Yo, Dragon Age 4, let's get that going. Think they'll pay attention to us if we start a hashtag online?
How long have you been acting?
How long have I been acting? I did my first play in 7th grade. So maybe, wow.
You're going to give out your age.
Yeah, I got to be careful answering that question because then everyone will know I'm not 14. I think that over 20-something years I've been acting. How diverse are the voices in Mafia? Maybe 3 or 4 different characters. They're all down in the South. I think there's a couple. I know I'd play a foreman somewhere. I know I got a vaguely racist foreman character in there somewhere. Yeah, you clearly remember me saying I like the second kid better. The second kid was my favorite kid. We had so much fun together. We went through a lot and then gone. Yeah, in Mafia 3. So it depends, you know, sometimes when we do voiceover auditions, it's for animation, it can be very broad, and a lot of times it's very naturalistic. Yeah, Jaden and Connor are maybe kind of like cousin characters. I'm definitely seeing as I play through this now, having helped build Detroit Become Human, there's a lot of early influences in Heavy Rain that we see connect into Detroit. Yes, Amelia was on True Blood. She was on the last 2 seasons of True Blood. She plays Willa, who is the governor's daughter in the last 2 seasons. And I did a little little guest spot with her. Yeah, hey Taxidermist, the streaming experience is great. Shout out to my buddy Rog, who's in the chat as Dude288, keeping it real nondescript. Rog, you want to say anything? Nice and loud.
Yeah, no, just this is cool. I'm glad to be helping Bryan kind of get his message out. I hope you guys liked the graphics, and Bryan's a pretty cool guy. And
you're pretty cool. You're a pretty cool guy.
Knowing
too.
him personally, I can attest that he is not fronting right now. He is actually a nice person in real life.
It's true. I try to be. I really like this. I'm so excited that for 2 years this game has been like buried in a time capsule, and I've not been able to say anything about it. And so the fact that it comes out in 47 days, and that Rog's helping me up on Twitch, yeah, all of the graphics and things. I'll have Rog post some stuff about the company that he works for that does all these cool graphics that we're having pop up on the screen. But it's a huge help. I think it really enhances the chat. If you guys have any tips for me about Twitch or how to make this stream better, more interactive, more engaging, please let me know, because this is my first game that I've played through, and I would love to get feedback from you guys. You can shout out to me on Instagram or on Twitter, obviously on Twitch at Bryan Dechart. And if you want to shoot me an email, some people have been sending me some really cool fan art. It's emaildechart@gmail.com. Cool. And then one other thing, because people always mention this, if you guys feel like it, if you want to send some love back to Quantic Dream, but you want to send a message to a person specifically instead of the Quantic Dream or Detroit Become Human handles on Twitter, you can shout out to @TheOldBen, which is Benjamin Deibling. He's the co-director of Detroit Become Human for the motion kit, the mocap, and the stunt teams. And he's on Twitter. If you guys want to send him a message, let him know that you're excited for the game. You can tell him his mustache looks great. That's my favorite thing to tell him every day I see him. He has a wonderful French mustache. Cool. Thanks, guys. I'm glad you enjoy this. This is really fun for me. I mean, this is like I said earlier in one of the test streams, like I played a bunch of video games when I was in middle school and in high school, and then I went off to college around the time of people were playing I played a little Halo, Halo 1, like the original Halo. People were starting to play Call of Duty. World of Warcraft was just getting big. And then I started focusing on acting all the time, and I stopped playing video games altogether. My little brother played some video games, and I would kind of like look over his shoulder for like Diablo game. I played a ton of Diablo, Diablo 3, like Age of Empires, that kind of thing. But then I've only just now got back into gaming on the other side when I was cast in some of these more recent video games. So maybe the last 2 or 3 years, I'm familiar with the titles from the last 2 or 3 years, but there's a big chunk in the middle there. It's like a decade of gaming that I missed, which if you notice that my dexterity is not great with the joysticks, I promise I'll get better.
As Lightning Panda 98 is mentioning, Bryan, are you a photographer as well?
Gee whiz, I am a photographer as well, hence the camera setup, and I'm definitely going to figure out what's going on right here. This has got to be fixed for next time. But yeah, you can check out my photography at @DechartPhoto, which is on Twitter. This is Rog. Rog, do you want to come you want to come say hi? Here, come visit. Everyone, this is Rog.
Oh God.
You got to go up a little bit.
Yeah,
there
go up. Okay.
So this is Rog. If you've always been wondering to yourself, what does half of Rog look like?
Oh yeah. No, that's only half of me. Cool.
You're free to go.
Yeah.
You wanna chat anything to the chat world?
No. This one went great, guys. Bryan and I are friends. We both went to NYU. That's
true.
how we know each other. We do alumni work out here in LA, among other things, and yeah.
And now we're bringing you this Twitch stream.
Cool.
So Rog's going to help me make some upgrades, and next time we're going to stream is going to be on Sunday. Next Sunday, it's April 15th, I believe. We're going to start at 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, so whatever time you tuned in today, it's going to be 2 hours before that so that we can get the folks in the UK and Europe to be able to join us.
People
and
think I'm shy. They don't
Rog's
know.
not shy. He's super charismatic. He's just doesn't love being on camera. Hey, Germany. Cool. Hello, half a dude. Right on. Cool. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Please stay in touch. I will see you next Sunday. We're going to leave the chat up and running so you guys can say your farewells, but I really appreciate you guys joining. This literally wouldn't be the same without you. And in 47 days, I'm going to pass the controller to Connor over to you guys and see what you do with him. See what you do with the story. It's pretty cool that I can share something like this with you guys. So thank you, Rog. Thank you, Twitch. We'll see you soon.